Good day. Thank you for accepting to be one of the evaluators for our Android-based Calamba City Laguna virtual reality application for tourist spot using Prim's algorithm. The main goal of this application is to provide 360-degree virtual reality images with audio, as well as to promote various tourist spot in Calamba City, Laguna, in order to boost the tourism industry. First, the main menu. As you can see, it allows the user to take a 360-degree look around the area. Start and exit were featured on the main menu. The white dot represents the pointer, while the white outside represents the gaze timer in this application. The user merely points the dot at the buttons to interact with them, and the gaze timings appear. The Start button will take you to the second menu, which contains a list of tourist spots in Calamba City, Laguna. The Calamba Claypot, Rizal Shrine, St. John the Baptist Church, the Plaza, Baywalk, Senior, and La Vista Pansol are some of the places to visit in Calamba. The user will be able to select a virtual tourist spot to visit. It will be possible to proceed to 360-degree photos with audio when choosing a tourist spot. There was also a map and audio information for certain tourist attractions. The Calamba Claypot, or Calamba Jar, is said to be the largest claypot in the world, at 12 meters, 39.37 feet high. It is located at the City Plaza, near Calamba Church 1 and the Rizal. The user simply directs the pointer to the red icon to travel to a different scene. In addition, every scene in the 360-degree images has a home button below, allowing the user to quickly return to the menu. The audio with music that includes is component of the system. This Calamba landmark was built in 1937 and completed in 1939. It was made by the late sculptor, Felipe Samaniego. He was a graduate of the University of the Philippines, UP, and was under the tutelage of national artist for visual arts Guillermo Tolentino, who sculpted the famous UP Oblation and the Bonifacio Monument in Caloocan City. It was constructed as a reference to the folktale origin of the town's name from Calamba. See next fact. This claypot is also called Calambanga, derived from two words, kalan, clay stove, and banga, clay water jar. According to legend, during the Spanish colonial period in the Philippines, 1565 to 1898, two Guardia Civil Spanish soldiers approached a young woman who was carrying a kalan and banga. One of the soldiers asked the woman for the name of the town. However, the woman did not understand Spanish and thought they were asking what she was carrying and answered Kalan, Banga. The soldiers could not correctly pronounce the term and uttered Calambanga and thought that it was the name of the town. Eventually, it was shortened to Calamba. The names of all the 54 barangays of Calamba are written on this giant jar. For the complete list of the barangays and for more information about the city, visit. Let's move to a different tourist spot. The Rizal Shrine, as the locals of Calamba used to call it, is a reproduction of the Spanish period stone house where national hero José Rizal was born on June 19, 1861 and lived until he started his formal studies in Binan. It was located adjacent to the St. John the Baptist's Parish Church, where he was christened as José Protachio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Realonda. Later on, this historic site would be known as the Rizal Shrine Calamba and consequently became a popular destination for both local and foreign tourists, field trips and academic researchers. Under the direct supervision of the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, the Rizal Shrine Calamba is now a modernized museum known as Museo ni Jose Rizal, Museum of Jose Rizal, Calamba, that recaptures not only the era of Jose's childhood but his travels across the world as well. With an area of 3,704 square meters, the Museum of Jose Rizal has 6 galleries that house several facsimiles, photographs, replicas and authentic artifacts which are related to Dr. Jose Rizal, and has several interactive and traditional exhibits. Guests can enjoy a free tour inside the house, different galleries, as well as a stroll along the vast garden where the remains of Francisco Mercado and Teodoro Alonso were buried. Permanent collections, furniture, houseware, manuscripts, books, paintings, sculptures, bills and coins. The Rizal Shrine is a typical rectangular stone house, reminiscent of upper-class Filipino homes built during the era. The lower portion is made of adobe stone and brick, while the upper portion consists of hardwood. The original interior flooring of the house was discovered during reconstruction and utilized. It has sliding windows made of capas shells, the exterior walls are painted green, originally white, and the roof is constructed of red ceramic tile. In June 2009, the National Historical Institute, now National Historical Commission of the Philippines, ordered the shrine's repainting to highlight the meaning of Rizal's surname. The ground floor of the house historically served as a stable for horses and carriages. It contains several exhibits on Rizal's childhood, including exact copies of Rizal's writings, drawings and original baptismal certificate. The upper floor served as the family's living quarters and consisted of the living room, dining area, bathroom and library. Containing more than 1,000 books, Bacada serves as Francisco Mercado's library, the largest private library in Calamba at that time. Adjacent to the library is the family's formal dining room, where Rizal's parents hosted guests and other prominent members of the society. Bacada is connected to a sala, which leads to 3 bedrooms, the boys' room, for Jose and Pachano, the girls' room for his 9 sisters and the master bedroom. The biggest among all the rooms, the master bedroom contains the 4-poster bed where Rizal was born. Going beyond the sala is an informal dining room or comedor. Prominent in this room is the punka, a large rectangular Indian fan. Next to the comedor and the azotea is an old well, one of the only surviving features of the original house. The Rizal Shrine in Calamba, Laguna was a replica of the house where Jose Rizal was born on June 19, 1861. The 7th child and the second son of Francisco Mercado and Teodoro Alonso. Because of a land dispute with the Dominican friars, the Rizal family was evicted from their home in 1890 and the house soon after fell into disrepair and was demolished. We won't show the other tourist spots since it was a demo. Let's return to the main menu. The exit button will close the entire application.